Welcome to Gentle Slow Flow Yoga. My name is Mary and I'm going to be your guide through this practice today. So today we're going to focus on easing our way into our poses, making sure that we're finding our poses with ease and comfort. And if anything is not, if you're not feeling that, then maybe you need to readjust how you're getting into that pose. So we'll explore some different ways to get into those poses so you can kind of help discover within yourself like what it takes for you to be able to come to a pose with ease. So I want you to focus your mind and your body on trying to come to these poses with as much ease as you can. And when you get there, then you'll get the full experience and the full benefits of that pose by getting there comfortably with ease, if I could overuse that word anymore. So remember to rest whenever you need to. I'll offer lots of variations, modifications. So just explore your own body and the room around you and see what you can come up with. So we're going to begin today in an easy seated position. So come to your mat in a nice easy seated position. And again, you want to come to that with ease. So if that means you bring a blanket over, put some pillows underneath you, whatever you need to do to come to that comfortable seated position. All right? So start to settle in. Again, use your blanket, your pillows, whatever you need to do to get nice and comfortable. And place your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. And begin to breathe deep in and out. Nice full inhales through the nose. Exhaling fully out through the mouth. In your mind, think of something that you, in your life, that you want to approach with more ease. And when I say that, like just more kind of comfort and slowly coming into it, kind of on a journey of self-discovery as you get there. So you have time to slow down and reassess as you move into that place. So we can bring that idea to our bodies, to our hearts, to our minds. These are just things to think about. If nothing comes to mind for you, that's perfectly all right. Just focus right now on your breathing and what you want to get out of this practice. Do you want to learn something new? Do you want to just zone out and move your body for the next 45 minutes to an hour? And whatever it is, that's you and that's for you alone. Begin seated cat-cow. So breathe in and lean forward, shining your chest forward, lifting your chin. Exhale, drop your head, round your back, and maybe tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale up. Exhale, contract. One more cycle. And come back to neutral. So one way that we've worked on before, and kind of finding this nice, easy way into our poses, is to make sure our body is nice and relaxed and kind of nice and loose, got a little bit of, bounce or buoyancy in it. Throughout this yoga practice, like I said, you want to move in your own way, move in a way that feels right to you, it feels natural to you. So drop the tops of your hands down to the mat. Feel how that drops your shoulders down even more. You feel like you're sitting up a little bit taller. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Fingertips touch. Exhale, sweep the arms back down. Gaze comes down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, down. Move with your breath back and forth, reaching your arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the mat. Reach your left arm up even a little bit higher. Nice deep breath in. And the exhale, you're going to reach your left arm over to the right. So with your right arm, you can slide it on the mat, or you can bring your elbow down as you reach your left arm over. If anything's uncomfortable, just back off a little bit. And see if you can ease your way a little bit deeper. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand to the mat. Walk your hands forward and back to a seated position. So when we drop that hand down, you really want to soften your whole body down. You can kind of relax that stretch and move forward, and sitting yourself back up. Drop the tops of your hands back to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, sweep them down. Reaching up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bringing your left hand to the mat. Reach up a little bit higher with your right arm. A nice deep breath in. Exhale, reach that arm over to the left. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, soften down. Bring your hands directly in front of you and sit yourself back up. Wherever you are in your seated position, extend both legs directly out in front of you. Take a moment here to kind of move your ankles around, wiggle and flex your toes. And move around in some circles. And place your hands on your thighs, sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. As you exhale, slide your hands forward, folding forward at the hips. Inhale to rise back up. Now if you want, you can pop your knees up a little bit if that's more comfortable. No problem there. So breathe in, breathe out, and as you slide forward, you can round your back as you fold forward. Notice I tend to have my knees clenched when I do this for whatever reason. Notice those things, see if you can gently release that hold. Inhale to rise. You want to fold forward at the hips on the exhale, sliding your hands down the mat. And when you stop folding, then stop your hands. The hands don't need to keep reaching because that's going to crunch your shoulders up by your ears. So let's move back and forth with our breath, kind of just in and out, in and out. Inhale to slide up, sit up nice and tall, and exhale to slide forward, folding forward. Find that if I bring my knees up a little bit, that prevents that clenching from happening. And the next time you exhale and fold forward, stay right there in that stretch. Keep breathing. Inhale to gently rise. Now bring your right foot up right next to your knee. Now it can be just right next to your knee. You can also bring it to the opposite side. We're going to do a twist. So you'll twist a little bit deeper if you move it to the opposite side of the knee. Otherwise, you just keep it right here. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your hands down. Inhale, lift your arms up. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So bring your left arm around that knee and bring your right arm behind you. Big breath in. Exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit deeper. Big breath in. Exhale, gently release the twist coming forward. And let your knee fall off to the side. So your foot's right next to your knee here, your knee's off to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold forward at the hips, and then let your fingers just rain down and land on your left leg wherever they fall. Inhale, rising up. And we'll switch. This time I'm going to do the opposite foot on the opposite side of the knee. Show you. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So wrap your right arm around that knee and bring your left arm behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale to release the twist, coming forward. And then let your knee fall off to the side. So So you can rest it on top of your thigh, or again, just have it on the mat next to your knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward at the hips. When you stop, just let your fingers just rain down and land on your leg. Inhale to gently rise. And lay both legs long and open them up as far as they'll go. Being a V, and place your hands on the mat in front of you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, begin to fold forward at the hips. You may just want to just slowly start to walk your hands forward, nice and slow. And you can bring your knees up if that's more comfortable for you. And again, we just want to ease into this. So just come as far as what feels comfortable and just breathe and sit with this stretch for a moment. And then slowly, maybe you can start to crawl your fingers a little further. If we come into these poses with ease, we're able to, dig deeper into our bodies and our stretches, as opposed to trying to push really hard to get to a certain point right away. We ease into it and still try to reach our goals. If it helps, my body is telling me like, well, just kind of keep it nice and loose. Maybe you need to rock back and forth. Again, you don't want your shoulders up by your ears, so just have your hands wherever they fall. There is no finish line where our fingers need to touch. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can ease into it a little bit more. And gently walk your hands back to your lap, gently sitting yourself back up. And bring the soles of your feet together. Clasp your hands around your feet. Bring your heels in just as far as they'll go. Sit up nice and tall, bringing your shoulders back. Maybe your heels come all the way into your body. Maybe they make a big diamond shape. If it's hard for you to have your shoulders back, reaching forward to your hands and the shoulders come forward anyway, then bring your hands to your knees instead. We want to have a nice open chest. So if your feet are out here and you're folding forward too much to grab your feet, bring your hands to your knees and feel your shoulders drop back, opening up. Nice deep breath in. The exhale, begin to fold forward at the hips. You want to keep your shoulders kind of a straight line across, holding forward, kind of leaning with your chest, holding forward. And pause when you can't go any further. You may not come down very far. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, now you can soften down and relax, rounding the back, dropping the head. And use your hands to gently walk yourself back up and bring your knees together. And we're going to move to hands and knees on the mat. So take your time and use any props, pillows, blankets, anything to help pad you. Pad your knees, wrists. Spread your fingertips wide. Now I know I usually tell you to align your wrists with your elbow and your shoulders, but for some people that might be a little painful. You can also, if you need to, bring your hands a little bit further up and be at an angle so this bend isn't so, that 90 degree, that's okay too. This is your tabletop, this is your tabletop. You can also drop your elbows down and just give your wrists a break. So, a few different options. Find what works well for you. Just begin to shift front and back. And sitting back on your heels, and back up, forward. And moving in your own angle, nice and slow at first. Maybe you go this deep, maybe you don't. And just shift back and forth in your own way. Just going as far as you want to. Ooh. And then find your tabletop. Keep your head and neck nice and long as you gaze down at the mat. Send your right leg back, leading with the heel, so pushing away from the body. And reach your left arm forward. You want to shake someone's hand. Your next exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee, and bringing your foot and your hand up. Inhale back to straight. Exhale up. And bring the knee and the hand down to the mat. And then again, just start rocking back and forth. Front and back. And if you sit back in your heels, you're like, oh, it feels good, just stay there. Stay there a moment. If your body wants to keep moving, then just keep rocking front to back. And find your tabletop. And send your left leg back, leading with the heel. And reach your right arm forward. Exhale, reaching the hand and the foot up. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale. And bring the hand and knee down. And either sit back in child's pose or just rock from front to back. And find your tabletop. You're going to move through that cat and cow. So, just kind of give your body a little shake. Keep it nice and loose. A nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, drop your belly button down towards the mat. Lift your gaze up. Exhale, dropping your head down, rounding your back, tucking your chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Back and forth. And move around, kind of feel free to find your own version of cat-cow. Maybe your hips move into it. Maybe your elbows come into it. And one more cycle. And finding your tabletop, bring your big toes together. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. A nice deep breath in. Exhale gently. Sit back on your heels. And bring your forehead down to the mat for child's pose. Now see if you can ease your way into this wide-legged child's pose. If you can't, just bring your knees closer together and start there. One more breath in child's pose. Come back to hands and knees. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So you may want to remove your blanket or simply just kind of fold it back so you can place your hands a little bit sturdier surface. So bring your toes to the mat and lift your knees, lift your hips and set your heels back, coming into downward facing dog. Alternate bringing your knees down to the mat. It's like you're pedaling your feet. And find your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up high and bend the knee. As you exhale, bring your knee into your chest and then place your foot down. Bring your left knee down. Unfold the foot. And bring hands to heart center. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down and reach your right arm up high. Exhale your right hand down. And bring that knee down and sit back on your heels for child's pose. One more breath and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. So when you lift it up and you lift it straight and then try to come forward, that can maybe strain your wrists and a lot of your body. So try bending the knee, bringing your knee up, and then letting the foot just fall down. So if it doesn't come directly in between your hands, that's okay. I just want to make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Then drop your right knee down. And bring hands to heart center, opening up the shoulders. So just press your fingertips together. When we press our palms, we start to constrict our shoulders in as well. So we come to our fingertips, pressing just our fingertips together. Open up the shoulders. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat and reach your left arm up high. Exhale, bring your left hand down and bring your left knee to the mat and sit back on your heels for child's pose. And take one more breath in child's pose. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. And gently walk your feet up with your knees bent to hang down in forward fold. So probably about half the distance up towards your hands. Bend the knees and really hang down nice and happy. Feel nice and rooted down through your feet. This is your strong foundation here. Sink your hips back even more and bend the knees and then begin to rise up. Take a moment here to close your eyes and pause, finding your breath. Sometimes when we move into poses that are a little difficult, restraining, we can maybe lose track of where our breath is. Maybe sometimes we'll hold my breath on accident. So it's always good to just take a moment and pause and find where your breath is. Focusing again on your inhales and exhales. Now, if you have a blanket down here, I recommend moving it off to the side. Just so your feet aren't sliding on the blanket. Your yoga mat should give you a little bit more grip. we're going to move into some warrior poses. So I'm going to give you a few different options again, finding which way works best for you to find your ease getting into this position. So you can start at the top of the mat and lift your right leg, send your right leg back, bending the front knee, coming into warrior one. So that's one option. Another option is to come to the back of the mat, bring your left foot up, and reach it forward, coming into warrior one. And the third option is to take a wide-legged stance sideways on the mat, and then turn your left foot forward and turn your right heel back, about 45-degree angle, and bend the front knee. So you got 3 different options, and finding what way works best for you to kind of ease into it. Probably the one with the most ease is to start wide-legged, because then you just turn your foot out, turn your heel back, and just sink down. But then you got to focus on turning your hips forward. Whereas your hips are already facing forward, if you decide to pick up your leg and send it back. So let's explore, find what works for you. Find your warrior one. And inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, open up the shoulders and sink down into your hip. Spread your fingertips wide. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale to come out. You can either soften down to the mat and step your feet together and gently rise up. Or just simply step your feet together. It's always good to kind of soften down, but if going down to the mat and coming back up makes you dizzy or lose balance, then you can just simply, or again, if you take that wide-legged stance, turn both feet forward and bring your feet together. So, and finding these poses, it might be different from day to day, practice to practice, just depending on where you're at for that particular moment. So now we'll move into warrior one with left foot forward and right foot back. So take your time, find your own way to get there. Nice and sturdy. And when you're ready, inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, open up the shoulders and sink down into your hip. Big breath in. Exhale to come out of the pose. Now we're going to move into warrior two, right foot forward. So again, from your wide-legged stance, turn your right foot forward, left heel back, open up the arms, or step your right foot forward, or step your left leg back. Open up the arms, drop the shoulders down, coming into warrior two. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, shift forward, lean forward. Turn your right palm up and inhale to peaceful warrior. So bring your left arm down, or you can wrap it around your back. Exhale, bring your right arm forward and back behind you, clasping your hands together. Inhale, press your hands down. Exhale, fold forward. Humble warrior. Use your exhale to gently bring your hands down, release your hands, bringing them to the mat, and step your back foot forward. And gently rise up. And we'll move into warrior two on the other side. Take your time and find how you get into this pose with the most ease. You could also bring your hands down to the mat and step a foot back as well, rising up into your warrior two. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, shifting forward, turn your palm up and inhale to peaceful warrior. Exhale, reach your arm forward, back behind you, clasping your hands together. Inhale, press your hands down. Exhale, fold forward. And keep reaching your hands back so it stops you from collapsing your whole weight down into your body. Your legs are your strong foundation here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, gently bring your hands down. Release your grip, bring your hands to the mat. Step your back foot forward. Hanging down in forward fold. And gently rise up nice and slow. Reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And shift your weight to your right leg with a nice bend in the knee. Again, our balancing poses, very important to find these with ease. So if you need to move your mat to a wall or closer to a piece of furniture, use whatever you have around you. Those are your props. Stand up nice and tall. That nice bend in the knee. Really feel rooted down to that leg, so your left leg just kind of barely touches the floor. You have your balance. You can lift your left knee in front of you. Doesn't need to go far. And bring your heel into your butt. Bringing your knee back down. Now you can bring your left arm around and holding that foot in. Make sure you press your pelvis forward, not fall back because you're reaching your leg back, but everything's forward. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, gently release that foot back down. And kind of shift your weight back and forth. And shift your weight over to your left leg for your standing leg. Find your balance. And begin to lift your right knee directly up in front of you. See how high you can get it. Maybe it's down here. Explore. And make sure you're using it's nice and easy. And bring your heel behind you. Reach your right arm back and tuck that heel in. Again, making sure your hips are pointed forward and not collapsing back. And if you have a hand here, it might help you see if it's fallen back or not. Nice deep breath in. And you can release your foot, bringing it back down. And then just shift your weight back and forth on your hips. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Let your hands on your mat, step both feet back to high plank. A nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower your knees and bend the elbows, lowering all the way down. Bringing your forehead down to the mat, then melt your legs down. Inhale, press into your palms, lift up into baby cobra. Exhale, back down. Now move your arms out to the side. This is another way you could do baby cobra. Come to your fingertips with your arms out to your side wide. Maybe this brings you more ease than the previous one with your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press into your fingertips to lift your head up. Exhale, back down. Going back the other way, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Open your arms wide, come to your fingertips. Inhale up. Exhale, down. We're going to do this one more time. So yogi's choice, either of those two options. This time when you inhale up to baby cobra, just stay lifted, still breathing. Exhale, bring your forehead down to the mat. And if you had your arms wide, bring your hands just below your shoulders. Inhale, press into your hands. Lift your upper body up. Lift your hips. Bring your big toes together and move your knees as wide as the mat. And ease into that wide-legged child's pose again. Bring your forehead down to the mat. One more breath here. Inhale, lift up, walk your knees forward. We're going to transition to lying back down on the mat. So however you want to find yourself there, if you want to bring your blankets back over. Take your time, lie on your back, and gently bring your knees into your chest. Now you want to make sure your tailbone stays flat on the mat, so your knees may not come all the way to your chest. Mine definitely do not. Because if they did, then you start to curl up your spine. So we want to keep your spine nice and straight. Just use the weight of your hands drawing your knees in from here. See if you can breathe into that stretch. It's happening right in here as you bring your knees in. See if you can breathe into any tension you're holding in those areas. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, draw the knees open. And gently bring your knees together. And let them fall to the right, extending your arms out to the side and turning your head gently to the left. And finding ease with this pose, if it's uncomfortable to have your knees in and have them fall to the side, maybe you want to plant your feet down and let your knees fall over. Maybe you can find more ease that way. Use your exhale to release the twist and start with your left leg. And come on over and opening up to the other side for a moment. And followed by your right leg. And turning your head over to the right. Exhale, gently releasing the twist. Reaching your right leg up, followed by the left. Put your knees into your chest and reach your feet up. Your legs probably won't be straight. My knees are bent. That's okay. To find more ease in this pose, you can move to a wall and bring your feet up, resting them just against the wall. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. If you're not using a wall, gently, one by one, bring your legs down. And same thing if you are using a wall. Just one by one. And lay your legs straight. Inhale. Reach your arms overhead into a full body stretch. Exhale, relax everything. Moving into our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So bring over that pillow, the blanket, your socks, put on that soft music, whatever's calling to you for your well-deserved rest. Let your eyes gently close and bring your mind back to your breath, focusing on the inhales and exhales. And thinking back to that word ease. Easy does it. There are times when in our lives we need to ease into things and other times when we need to jump right in. This practice is all about practicing that ease in. Recognizing when we need to utilize it. And what does that mean for you? Can you connect with that word and how you can bring it into your life? Maybe you already do. Take one final big breath together. Let it all out. Keep breathing at your normal pace. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for another few minutes. And thank you for joining me for this practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to always be kind. Namaste.